What is your take on sex before marriage? What do you do for a living apart from YouTube? How many boyfriends have you had, and have you been in love with any of them? Do you have a boyfriend? Of course, if this question doesn't come up in a Q&A, is it really a Q&A? You copy other people's finance video and modify with your storytelling skills to be yours. And when others copy you, you start crying that they should take down the video. Stop it. Know you're super gorgeous, so your ideal man will be someone dark-skinned and handsome like... Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Antwiwaa. Just in case it's the first time you are seeing this gorgeous face, you're welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. And what's up, my G? Today's video is slightly different because I'm going to be answering your assumptions, some questions, and some accusations apparently that some of you have about me or against me. And we are doing that because exactly a week ago, which was 6th November, this channel hit 10,000 subscribers. So I was like, you know what, there are a bunch of new faces on here. Hi, if you're new. And I thought it would just be fun to kind of answer questions, assumptions. I wasn't expecting a whole accusation, but yeah, we'll get into that. It's currently 2 p.m. and I haven't eaten all day, so I was thinking to go cook and eat before I come film this video, but it's gonna get dark, so I'm thinking of filming the video and cooking simultaneously, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing. So get comfortable and let's get into cooking and answering these questions.
Oh my god, it's Jenny K. Silva.
For my first degree at university, I studied mathematics for 4 years. It was a 4-year program like most university programs. And the university I went to was Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. It's a university in Ghana. It is in Kumasi, which is the Ashanti region of Ghana. I talked about this one in my moving out series. My parents didn't react badly. They reacted as I had expected them to react. My mom was a bit worried, and if it were up to her, I would stay at home until I got married. My dad, it kind of made sense to my dad quicker than it made sense to my mom. Kind of agreed. He advised against it, but he also understood that, you know, I needed to do this for me. Yes, I've been to Nigeria, and yes, I've lived in Nigeria. My mom is actually Nigerian, so I think I've lived in Nigeria for about more than 5 years, maybe 6-7 years-ish. And the last time I was in Nigeria was before COVID hit, so that's, I don't remember, maybe 2017. No, not 20, probably 2019. And since my mom is Nigerian, I definitely plan on visiting or going back home soon. Hopefully soon enough, but that's definitely on my list of things to do in the very near future. Got some butter. Yeah, I have 2 siblings. We are 3. My parents had 3 of us. I'm the only girl, and I have 2 brothers. And this one is an assumption. Yes, I'm in my late 20s. Am I 27? No, I'm not 27, so you may have to try again. To be honest, your guess is very close, so just thought you should know. Aside DIYs, I watch movies, I read books, I like to travel or like visit places. I like a bit of adventure, so anything that gets my adrenaline going up there, I like to give it a shot. But also, what I like to do for fun, I like to spend time with my family as well, and just hang out with people that mean a lot to me. So that's pretty much everything I do for fun. As said, now I'm looking for new hobbies, if I'm being honest. trying to find new hobbies or like new adventures, but I haven't found any yet. So when I do, you'll be the first to know. One random fact about me, I sweat a lot. It's crazy. I sweat way too much. It doesn't make sense, but yeah. I feel like any place I choose, I'll get bored or tired of. So if I had the chance to be able to, is that a question? If I had the chance to explore or pick anywhere in the world, I would pick to live everywhere for a limited amount of time until I find a place that I wouldn't mind spending more than a year or two in. That's not the best of answers, but that's like my only answer. I tend to be quiet around people, not shy. I used to be shy like a long time ago, but I'm no longer shy. Now I'm just quiet. I usually would stay quiet if I don't know the group of people, if I'm not comfortable around the people in question. But shy, rarely shy. I'm both Ghanaian and Nigerian. So my mom, I think I've already said that. In Nigeria, I'm from the northern part of Nigeria, and here in Ghana, I'm from the eastern region. Yeah, I think I need to leave this kitchen for like a few minutes. The sweat, the heat is too much for me. Let's go.
Feelings been this swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Lucky Bona. Now so much to remake it have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani Kachuru Achuru. On my white dog in Fenisu. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Timbani Kachuru Achuru. On my white dog in Fenisu. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do?
My kitchen is the hottest part of this apartment. So even though there's a whole fan in there, which I can't turn when I'm filming because you can literally hear all the noise and everything, filming in there for a long time is always a bad idea. Anyway, let's continue. How many boyfriends have you had, and have you been in love with any of them? I'm sorry, that's kind of none of your business, boo. Not gonna make it yours, okay? Next assumption is that you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Yeah, at the time I was born, or from my memory of when I was born, yeah, there was a spoon, but as to whether it was completely silver, I can't say. We are okay. That's all. We are okay. We are not like Otedola, Adeleke kind of jigget. Yeah. My hair has been great since relaxing. I think the only problem I had before I got my braids was trying to maintain moisture, because every time I touched my hair, it just felt like it was so dry. So I would use conditioners back to back to back. So once I take off these braids, I have to figure out how to maintain moisture in my relaxed hair. But aside that, it's been amazing. I love it. It's stress-free, and I thoroughly enjoy having my hair relaxed. Can you do hairstyle videos? I am not necessarily a beauty channel, but of course I get my hair done. I style my hair multiple times in a month, in a year. So anytime I'm styling my hair, yes, I can record those as videos. So it's going to be like organic, but I'm not just going to gush out hairstyle content or, you know, hair content back to back to back. So don't expect that. Aside English, I speak a little bit of French, which is sad because I've been having French classes since junior high school, so I should be like really fluent, but that's not the case. I would go back to studying French. I speak Chi, which is a Ghanaian language. I speak Hausa, and that's it. I'll learn more languages. That's one of my goals for the rest of my life. Like a constant goal is to learn more languages. My decor channel is still in operation. I haven't had the time because I've had a number of things on my hand and I've been putting a lot of energy into putting out content for this channel. So I have to a certain degree neglected my decor DIY channel, but I promise I'll be back before you know it. So stay tuned. Yes, I was a Malika contestant. I talked about it in my last vlog. Told a little story about how some years ago I went and I auditioned for a beauty pageant. So if you're interested in that story, you can check out my previous vlog. I'll leave a link to that in the description box. I don't want to talk about that on YouTube, so I think that's about it for the personal aspects of the questions and assumptions. So yeah, let's go check on the food and then we come back and get into some of the juicy stuff and finally the accusation. I'll be back. No, water. Let me get some water. Are you too far away? I'm having some sweet potatoes, some veggie sauce. So I made like this sweet veggie sauce. Added a bit of honey because I want something sweet and I can't have processed sugar, so I settled for some honey in my veggies. And then I haven't gone grocery shopping for the month, so all I have for protein are eggs and squid rings. Time for eggs. Okay, let's get back to this. So somebody has accused me of something and I'll just read it. He or she said, I don't know why I automatically think it's a he, sorry, stereotype. You copy other people's finance video and modify it with your storytelling skills to be yours, and when others copy you, no, I don't want to drag you, but sis, bro, punctuations, where are your commas and full stops? You copy other people's finance videos and modify with your storytelling skills to be yours, and when others copy you, no comma, nothing, you start crying that they should take down the video. Stop it, with 3 exclamation marks. When I saw, I was like, oh my god, who is this hater? So let's talk about it. Some time ago, someone copied my video word for word, my entire script. He even copied my B-roll, like videos I used in my, literally screen recorded my video and used it for his video. So just in case you don't know what this person is talking about, that's what you're talking about. I'm going to try to give a response that is very brief and to the point, no blabbing whatsoever. First thing I'm going to say about this particular topic is principles and concepts are pretty much the same when it comes to things like finance. 1 + 1 is 2, whether you're in Japan, Singapore, Nairobi, or Paris. The second thing I'm going to say is when it comes to finance, saving, investing, preparing for retirement, paying off debt, it's the same everywhere. And it's been in existence for hundreds and thousands of years. Third thing I'm going to say is I am barely 30 years old. Like, I'm still in my 20s. So I did not invent or come up with the concept of saving or investing or budgeting or any of that. I learned all those things from reading books. I learned some from videos, from documentaries. There have been a few interesting documentaries on Netflix. I've also learned some of the things I know about money from blogs. And then my personal life. I didn't invent any of these principles. So for example, the 50-30 rule will apply for anybody in the US, will also apply for anybody here in Accra. Because like I said, they're concepts. So that's not copying. Do you know what copying is? I'll show you what copying is. Give me a second. When I started trying to talk about money, I wasn't going to invent any new rules when it came to money. I was simply going to share the things that are working for me based on my lifestyle and the current phase I'm in life. And that's exactly what I do on my channel. I share personal finance tips just to give you a new hit. So when I talk about budgeting, another YouTuber talks about budgeting or how to invest in Ghana, that's not copying. There are 2 different lenses, 2 different perspectives, 2 different people making videos based on their experiences, and that is not copying. You actually answered it in your, I'm flat out calling it an accusation. So you said you copy other people's finance videos and That is false. We just established that. And modify with your storytelling skills. Yes, I tell stories in my videos because these are stories that pertain to me and what is going on, or talk about or directly address the people that are watching my videos and the stage at which they find themselves on their finance journey. So yes, I will tell stories that my viewer can see themselves in, or stories about me and where I currently am. And when others copy you, you start crying. First of all, I wasn't crying, I was stunned. And so I put it on Twitter, and I didn't expect the tweet to blow up. I just wanted a few people who watch my channel to see it, and unfortunately for the person who copied my video, he copied my video. We'll get to that soon. The person who copied my video, it blew up on Twitter and he was dragged, which was not my intention. I just wanted to call him out and, like, you know, what's going on. I put a lot of work into coming out with this script, so what are you doing? So yeah, I was not crying. She started crying that they should take down the video. You know what? I'm gonna let you be the judge. This is the video the person copied. Make sure you're attentive, listen to the stuff I say, and watch the kind of graphics I display on the screen, okay? Roll the clip. So everyone is advising you to invest, and you decided that, okay, I'll do it, but what are your options? Stocks, crypto, bonds, real estate, rentals, insurance, starting a business? If you're not an expert, picking your own stock involves a lot. It involves a lot of your time because you need to study these stocks and know how they're performing, and it also involves a lot of risk. Simply put, you can lose everything. So that is where brokers and brokerage firms come into the picture. These people or firms invest, aka buy and sell, on your behalf and help you make intelligent and well-informed decisions that will help you grow your wealth and lower the chances of you losing your money to a great extent. So in this video, I'll be speaking on brokers and brokerage firms and how they work, why you need them, and some examples of brokerage firms I have used and some that you can use here in Ghana. So that was my video, which was uploaded about a week or two before the person uploaded his video. You saw my video, right? Now look at his video.
Everybody's advising you to invest your money, and you're like, okay, I'll do it. But what really are your options? Stocks, cryptos, bonds, real estate, rentals, insurances, or even starting your own business. If not an expert, picking up your own stocks can really be cumbersome, or really involves a lot. It involves your time because you need to study the stocks and how they are performing, and as well it also involves risks, simply because you can lose everything. So this is where brokers and brokerage firms comes into the picture. So in this video, I'm talking about brokers and brokerage firms and how they work, why you need them, and lastly, I will be.
So yeah, I still strongly stand behind the fact that he copied my video. As me and you can see, it's pretty much the exact replica of my video, including my B-roll. So no, I would not stop it. That's exactly my video. I don't have anything with anybody who gets inspired by anything I create, because to be honest, there's nothing new under the sun. There are 10 billion morning routine videos that everybody has. There are thousands of videos on how to invest, crypto. There are millions of those videos. So by all means, be inspired by whatever another creator creates, but don't copy everything they create, from their scripts, their exact words, down to their video, like their B-roll, their editing, their text. Come on, that's too much. So you stop it. You stop encouraging whatever you think you're encouraging, or stop hating. Long and short of it. Let's move on, shall we? The kids are back from school. Ha! I'm in trouble. If you're not new to the channel, you know that we occasionally have children screaming, wailing, crying in the videos. That's like normal at this point, so we're gonna act like they're not there. I didn't get my camera or most of my filming equipment from Ghana. They were all from Amazon BH Photos. But I think in Ghana, I don't know if Shikakope sells cameras. I can't say for sure if they do, but you can check out shikakope.com. I bought some of my mics. I bought 2 mics from Shikakope, so you can check them out. Otherwise, I don't know anybody that sells cameras, so I can't recommend anybody to you, unfortunately. Yes, I'm very open to collaboration. I actually started the year with a lot of zeal, to jump into collaborations and collaborate with like a few Ghanaian YouTubers whose content pretty much are in sync with mine, but it just didn't work out. But yeah, I would really love to collaborate with some YouTubers, Ghanaian, non-Ghanaian, whatever. It'll just be fun. I think that I'm really looking forward to collaborating with some YouTubers. I think the first time me and somebody actively talked about collaborating, I had like 1,500 subscribers, and I think the person had like 6,000 subscribers ish. So I don't know if it's all in my head, but me and the person were talking about collaboration, and she kind of snubbed the idea, didn't talk about it again. I was like, fair. Maybe it's because I'm a very small YouTuber, so she would want to collaborate with somebody who has you know, more subscribers to match the subscribers she had at the time, which makes sense. But I was like, that's sad. I'll just go back to the drawing board and do some work, and hopefully when my channel grows, I can collaborate with people that I want. So that's how my first attempt at collaborating with somebody went. She pretty much snubbed me. How can I grow my channel? I started 4 months ago, but views aren't growing. I tried different methods. Listen, your channel is 4 months old. Don't worry about growing it right now. I'm not trying to discourage you, but I can tell you for a fact that there are just a handful of channels who grew like significantly in 4 months. Most channels take a year to grow. Most channels need about, I think the number is 16 or 20. I don't remember the exact number, but according to statistics, YouTube statistics, you need about 16 videos or so, or even more, to reach your first 1,000 subscribers. And you've just been on YouTube for 4 months. I can guess that you haven't made up to 20 videos on the channel. So what I can say is be patient, be very patient. 4 months, you've done well. People start and drop off in the first month, so you've done very well. You've been at it for 4 months, well done. But you need to be at it for longer to be able to see significant growth, or like steady growth. So yeah, keep at it, keep trying out different things until you find something that clicks, or something that you're comfortable with and your audience is comfortable with. Try out new editing skills, try out different topics, experiment with your videos. Feel free and just explore different things, and in due time your channel will grow. Can you please recommend any Ghanaian YouTube channel managers or promoters? I don't know any channel managers or promoters. Is that a thing? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Do you get sad at times? If so, how do you deal with it? Yes. Of course I get sad. I'm human. Come on, mate. How do I deal with it? I have like 3 approaches. The first one is I sit in the sadness for some time. For example, I get sad at work, or I come home and I'm feeling a bit down. I would just not try to push myself to be happy with positive affirmations. No, I would just feel the sadness. If I have to cry, I would cry for a bit, but I don't let that stretch. So if like an hour, I'll be sad for an hour, and then I'll do something that would get me out of it. So I sit with the sadness, that's one, for a limited amount of time, and then I try to do something that is interesting. So sometimes I could watch like a movie and laugh, or I would share with somebody, which is like my last resort. I usually would deal with my sadness myself. I don't share with anybody, but if I feel like I need some form of advice or guidance or something of that sort, I would just share with somebody that, hey, I feel sad, and just like take off the burden. And I find that sometimes that helps. So yeah, I hope that helps you too. Can you do a video on apartment hunting in Ghana? I already did that. I filmed a video on apartment hunting in Ghana, how to go about it, where you can find apartments, and some tips on how to not get scammed during the process. I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description box, and you can check it out if you're interested in that. This one I found very interesting. Yeah, I've stopped eating. I've pretty much been talking the whole time, but let's talk about this. This one says, what will you do if those shower recordings mistakenly got leaked? Are they not on YouTube already? YouTube is the internet. Got leaked to where? That was my first question. And my second question is, what do you mean by leaked? They're not nude. They're just a video of a girl in the shower with her shoulders and sometimes back showing. There are no breasts, nipples, vagina, nothing. So I'm not sure what the person meant by leaked. What do you mean by leaked? This is English. I'm guessing the person wanted to say, will you ever like to marry a nurse? What is wrong with the nurse? Is there something wrong with nurses? I'm not into women, so I'll just assume a male nurse. Is there something wrong with male nurses? Am I missing out? Like, is there something I don't know? Because yeah, I wouldn't mind marrying somebody whose occupation or who is a nurse, as long as they fit into what I'm looking for in a man. Do you get? Unless there's something wrong with male nurses that I'm not aware of. I mean, if you can provide and you respect me and you support and all of that, all of those good stuff, and you love Jesus above everything, why not? How would you advise someone to save in Ghana's current economy? At this point, I'm scared for Ghana. Honestly, we are all scared for Ghana. And the thing that makes it even more scary is the fact that we don't know if it would get better and when or how soon it's going to get better. Just going to keep our fingers crossed and try not to operate from a place of fear, because that usually doesn't result in anything proper. How would I advise you to save? I wouldn't advise you to save in this economy, because your money because your money is losing value every hour of the day. I would advise you to prioritize putting your money into something that would at least maintain the value of your money. Even if it won't grow the money, at least maintain the value, so that your money can buy this today, tomorrow you can still afford to buy the same thing without needing extra money. So no, I would advise you to gather money and let it sit in a savings account or in a wallet or box in your room, unless it's like dollars or pounds or euros. But if it's just CD sitting in your account, no. If you're talking about how to save money on, you know, your like daily expenses, at this point, I don't know, everything is expensive, water, food. So the amount of stuff you get with the money you have will not get you the same thing. So it makes it a lot harder for us to save. I would usually say, you know, cut down on your expenses, but at this point I understand that it's not even you. Like, for most people, the problem is not even you at this point. The problem is the economy. So I would say that if you have other opportunities to make money, go for it. I want to relax my natural hair. Can you please advise me? I would say that, actually, thank you for this question, because I wanted to talk about something for some time. I would say that when it comes to making that decision, it's up to you. When I made my video about relaxing my hair, I talked you through why I was doing it, my challenges with my natural hair, and what I was hoping to get from my relaxed hair. And that was the rationale that was the mindset that made me get my hair relaxed. But I can't tell you whether to go ahead with your relaxed hair or stick to your natural hair, so you have to make that decision for yourself. The reason I'm happy this question came up is because someone brought a study to my attention, a study on cesarean cancer and how it relates to women using relaxers in their hair. And the study basically says that, or suggests that, women that relax their hair up to 4 times in a year or more tend to be prone, I've forgotten the correct English, but they tend to have the likelihood of ending up with cesarean cancer in the future. Is it cesarean cancer? I think it's not. Forgive me, I don't know where my mind is and why I said cesarean. Forgive me. So every time I said cesarean in the past, cancel it out and make it ovarian. Ovarian cancer, I believe. My internet is misbehaving, so I can't even verify for you, but I think it's ovarian cancer. So yes, the use of relaxers up to 4 times or more in a year has been linked to the frequency of ovarian cancer in women, mostly black women, because it's mostly black women that relax or perm their hair. So I would like to say that when you're making the decision to relax your hair, also have that at the back of your mind. I still like my relaxed hair. I don't regret getting my hair relaxed, and even from the onset, my plan has always been to relax my hair just 2 times a year. So I'm going to stretch it to 6 months. So the first time I relaxed my hair was 1st October 2022. The next time I relax my hair will be 1st April 2023, by the grace of God. I'm not going to be doing any 8 weeks, 12 weeks. It's not my portion. I'll just do twice a year. If there's a new study that says that even using a relaxer once a year can give you any form of cancer, I'm just going to chop off the hair or go back to being natural. You have to understand that I will not intentionally risk my health or my life for things that are not that important. Honestly, I could go bald and I wouldn't care. But just beware of this study and be aware of how often you relax your hair, because cancer is a bastard and you don't want it anywhere near you. Favorite podcast? I have a number. I listen to a ton of podcasts every single week, so I can't even choose a favorite. So I'm just going to open my podcast app and just call out the ones that I've listened to this week. The very first one is I Said What I Said podcast by Fikemi and Jola Ayeye. Deep Dive with Ali Abdal. Masters of Scale, Redefining Wealth with Patrice Washington. By the book The Influencer Podcast. Marketing Made Simple by Dr. JJ Peterson. Balanced Black Girl. On Purpose with Jay Shetty. And if I want to have a really good laugh, I would listen to Shits and Gigs by James and Fuad. And I think the last one will be To My Sister's Podcast. I have a tall list of podcasts I listen to. I also listen to Receipts podcast, just in case I forgot to mention that. I have like a tall list. Okay, so this video is getting very long. In order for it not to be longer, I'm just going to go to the question or the assumption that I think is so cute and funny, and then we'll end the video with that. So this one says, I think you were raised very privileged. First of all, let's break it down. Let's break down this assumption. I think you were raised very privileged. I was raised privileged, and privilege would depend on a number of things. I cannot not be political with it, because privilege for you could be something else and for me could be something else. But yeah, to a certain degree. And you know you're super gorgeous, no doubt. God really took his time, you know. And so your ideal man will be someone dark skinned. Honestly, I'm not lying. Dark skinned and handsome. Listen, dark skinned and handsome. Do you know what I find very interesting? The person actually added name. So listen. Like Kofi Cerebral. Google Kofi Cerebral. Let's continue reading, shall we? Or Morris Chestnut. This is Morris Chestnut. Oh, very light skinned. So she said someone dark skinned and handsome, or very light skinned and handsome like Michael Ealy. I have no words. I just drank chai. I would end the video here. Let me know in the comment section if you think this last assumption is right. Let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, check out this video right here, and I would see you in this particular video, or maybe this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go eat my food.
Hey, that you dress 'cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking all the shit that you done been through. Yeah, say that you a lesbian, girl, me too.